hello everyone. I'm Khushboo Chotaliya and welcome to my podcast. And today on my podcast, we have an amazing guest who's my dear friend. Her name is Neha Sawant. She is author of the book Sales View. She is a sales expert and she's also building the community of sales people. So let's welcome Neha Sawant.
Hey,
Hello,
hi.
Neha.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello,
How
everyone.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining on my podcast today. And आज हम बहुत सारी बातें करने वाले हैं, but we are going to talk about sales. So today I would like to ask you few questions about sales, as you are the sales expert. You are known as sales expert. So I have questions which we will discuss. All right.
Thank you, Khushbu. Thank you for this opportunity for inviting me on your podcast, and I'm really excited to answer your all sales questions.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's begin. All
Yeah.
right. So Neha, my first question is, what does the term sales mean in a business context?
When you talk about sales, it's very simple. Like if somebody is coming up with a new product which has a requirement in the market, and somebody is giving you that in exchange of money, you can say it's sales. That's how. So indirectly, you are completing their needs. You are reaching to their requirements, and accordingly, you are earning money and you are exchanging the revenue. So that can be sales.
Wow, it's a short and crisp definition of
True.
sales. Awesome. And how would you describe the primary goal of a salesperson? कोई भी salesperson का primary goal क्या होता है? How would you describe that?
So, if you are into sales, the main basically where every sales people focus on is the target. What revenue you want to generate through your particular product. Suppose if you're coming up with any product, so what should be your target? Achievement of revenue that you need to generate through that product, and which market you want to capture is something which everyone focuses on.
Wow.
So,
So आपका ऐसा कोई टारगेट था जो आपने अचीव किया हो throughout your
so I
sales
have
career?
Yeah, so when I was working into travel tourism industry, we used to have those targets into CRs, quarterly to achieving 2 CR or 1 CR. So yes, we used to achieve that with a very hardcore, connecting with clients and following up with them.
Wow.
So it
So
was completely fun.
what was the overall target that you have achieved? That
So
one figure that you can share with us.
if you can say in the entire career of mine, I have achieved around 50 CR target to the companies which I have worked
Wow.
with that way.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
awesome. All right. So moving to the next question. Can you provide an overview of a sales process from prospecting to closing? A quick process.
Basically, this process is right. When you come up in the product, you have to look at what customers you are targeting to, what value your product is going to give to your customer, and the lead generation processes involved in it. Then connecting with the clients, following up with them, looking after what market to target, what the customers are requiring, what customers are expecting from your product, and accordingly to pitching them, talking to them, conveying about your product's benefit to them, and then coming up to a closure is something that involves into the entire sales process, right
Wow.
from the pricing part till the benefits that your product is giving.
Awesome.
So
So I remember when I was also working for a corporate company long back. I used to see many salespeople recording their entire sales cycle in a tool. And I know it takes a lot of efforts for salespeople to achieve that, but you summarized it so well. So thank you for that.
yeah.
What role does building relationships play in successful sales?
So in sales, everything is depending on building relationship. You can say, because it's very important to understand your customer, connect with them, and know them, and understand them that what exactly they are looking out in the market. For example, if you are coming with a particular product, but if you don't know what your customer is expecting through your product, you will not be able to sell them, or you will not able to make your product valuable to them. So it's very important to build that connections with your client, where your client can open up and completely trust you and tell you that what exactly they are looking out from your product, what is their requirement, what is their problems they are facing out in their daily life, and then accordingly you can come up with the product and solution to them. And this is how the relationship building can can explore, give you more clarity on about your product, and can build that connection, and your sales can automatically happen. That's all.
Wow. Wow. And how do you identify and target potential customers or clients?
To identify customer, it is very important that the existing customers, you should always take a feedback from them, so that you can understand and learn through that ki what date you can do a data analysis on based on them. For example, from where those customers are coming, what is their requirement, what is their background, through that you can identify. So one is the feedback which you take from your current customer which is already there with you. Second, you can experiment certain different areas where you can explore, and you can go and you can check out where your product can work with. And this is how you can figure out that what is your target market, what kind of a customers are there with you. So this is something you can experiment on. One is the feedback, and the second is the data analyzing, where you can experiment
Right.
things and you can check out that you can make a summary of it, and accordingly you can plan.
Right. Okay.
So
And what are the key skills and qualities that make a successful salesperson?
So one is the understanding your customer, second is persistence, third you can say your determination and your follow up. Constant being in touch with the customer is very important. Understanding the customer is very important. You should listen to the customer, what they are saying, what is their requirement, and even a constant follow up and dedication towards them, and being connecting with them constantly is something which can help a particular salesperson to grow in their field.
Right.
That's
Okay. That's awesome. And how do you handle objections or challenges during a sales conversation? I think this is one of the key questions from all the business owners and professionals and entrepreneurs. So, how do you handle objections and challenges?
So my way of handling objection is taking the objections in a very positive way. So whenever a particular person is objecting you for your product, don't give him any answer related that he is wrong, because all the customers are always right. So you can take those as a key point. What is their requirement? So in that objection, you should find out that what is their requirements, and accordingly you can plan, and accordingly you can customize your product, and then you can get back to the same customer, and then you can present your product to them again, and this can lead to your sales. That is how you should take
Wow.
it.
I think most of the people, when it comes to sales, are, you can say, वो हमेशा ऑब्जेक्शन से डरते हैं. Probably
Correct.
that makes them nervous or upset. I don't know, but I think
Mm-hmm.
what you said is very important to have that attitude to take it in a positive way, and which is
Positive
very
way.
commendable. Very commendable. Thank you for
Correct.
sharing that.
Because in
Can you?
sales you will
Mhm.
you will find that out of 10 people there will be 9 to 8 people who will be objecting you that this is not your product. So that is very important for us to take it in a positive way and to work on it. That's how
Wow.
you can lead in sales.
Awesome. I think these were some of the questions related to the sales, like very basic questions that I had, and I wanted our audience to know, because sales is a very interesting topic and very
Correct.
important for all the businesses. So I hope we could you know take some important questions for our audience, and I'm 100% sure that the answers that they have got from the sales expert herself, who's also an author of the book Sales View. She has written a book on the sales. So yeah, before we end up, Neha, would you like to share about your book?
Yes, sure. So, Sales View is a book which can help many salespeople to motivate themselves and to work onto their sales skill. So, this book is basically has lot many ideas which they can implement in their daily routine of sales. So, anyone who is smart enough, once he starts reading this book, he'll understand that the book itself has so many ideas to do, and so many assessment is given in that they can plan their own day, and accordingly they can work on it, and then they can achieve their sales also. At the same time, it is motivating them to their daily routine.
Wow, so it's not only motivational but also like a tool for a
Practical,
guidance.
yeah. Guidance, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so very much, Neha, for your time to and for joining today on the podcast and sharing your amazing insights and knowledge and experience throughout your sales career with all of us. So thank you very much.
Thank
Any
you.
lasting comments before we end this conversation?
It was really great. The questions that you asked was really good questions which I think everyone should know and should come up with. So
Awesome.
thank you so much
And
for
yes, so
inviting me here.
most welcome. And this is not only the one podcast that we are going to do on sales. We are coming up with lot many questions and a series of videos on sales with Neha Sawant, the sales expert. So
Thank
stay
you.
tuned with us. And Neha, before we close, would you like to share your blog details and your contact details with others?
Yeah, sure. So anyone who would love to connect with me, they can connect with me on my Instagram. And also I have a blog which is www.nehasavin.co.in. Anyone can drop a message there so that I can connect with them. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. And hope you enjoyed this podcast. Hope you really liked it. If you did, then do like, share, comment this on this video, and do visit my podcast channel on YouTube. Subscribe the channel, and for more videos, do visit my personal blog, which is www.khushboochotaliya.co.in. Thank you for watching.